Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are new here. My name is Maddie and I post all things Sims 4 here on this channel. So if you are interested in keeping up with Sims 4 content and just fun new things, you can go ahead and subscribe and leave me a like, as I do try to post as often as possible. Getting into this video, these are a couple of things in the Sims 4 that you may not have known, or just things that you maybe want to implement in your game and you just never knew how to. So I'm here to show you guys. So the first thing I've got up for you guys is the doggy door. Not only do your dogs use the door, but your toddler is able to use the door as well. And I am so sorry that my toddler is looking like this right now, y'all. She is upset. She does not like thunderstorms or nothing like that. So, and it's funny because I'm really about to send her outside in a thunderstorm just to show you guys the use of the doggy door. But anywho, like I said, toddlers can use the doggy door and it's the cutest thing ever. So moving on to our second fun find is building a sandbox. So the sandbox can be utilized by adults or children, doesn't matter. But I wanted to cater it kind of to my children because I have two childs, Lord have mercy. I have two children. So I just wanted to create our backyard is a little bit more child friendly anyway. We got the kiddie pools, we got a lot of kid like activities and stuff in the backyard for them. So I just kind of wanted to add to it because, I mean, we don't really need anything else in the backyard as adults in the game. So just going ahead and creating a sandbox so that my toddler doesn't feel the need that she needs to go to the beach, because we've got the pool and now we've got the sand. So you can make whatever sand castles you want, whatever, you know, and you don't even have to leave the comfort of your own home. Isn't that beautiful? But yeah, I go ahead and add a gate onto it, and then you just want to go to your landscaping tools, and I'm going to go ahead and just kind of dig out a little bit of the ground, just if that makes sense. Just going to lower the ground a little bit. And once you finish that, you should have something looking a little bit like this. Now, once again, doing the ground the way I did it, it's completely optional. You don't have to do it that way. I just kind of chose to do it that way because I just felt like that made a little bit more sense than just having like surface level sand, right? But anyway, I go ahead and put in some I love sand, and yeah, and we just kind of complete it from there. And just in case you guys wanted to see, I guess, like a more flat put together look, I just went ahead and did it twice. One with, you know, the flat look, and then the other with the ground kind of a little bit more texturized, if that makes sense. But just filling out the sandbox all the way, and then I will show you guys how you're able to utilize it, because it is fully functional once you put it together like this. And while yes, it is still storming, the show must go on, and honestly, I didn't feel like cheating the weather at this moment. So mom and daughter outside playing in the sand, creating a sandcastle. So yeah, if you guys wanted to create your own little sandbar, your own little sandbox in your backyard or at your home, you can do it this way, and you got a little piece of the beach to take home with you. For our third fun find, it would be making, similar to what we did in the backyard but in the house, we're going to be making a child's playpen or play area for our kids. So this is the master bedroom we're in currently, which is completely oversized. I built this house from the ground up, so I just kind of made everything just too big, low-key. But anyway, it's okay. We're going to end up filling this space with stuff anyway, so it doesn't really matter. So we are going to take this child's gate and just section off the corner of the room that, you know, there's nothing over there anyway, so it's all cool. And then of course we're going to add a gate so we can get in and out of this play area. And I did end up making the gate in fence more neutral colors because there's a lot of colors going on in this room. I wanted to make it still fit the theme of the room as best as possible, and it not look like an awkward playpen was just kind of thrown in there, if that makes sense. We still wanted to match the aesthetic of the room. But anyway, we're gonna go ahead, throw in some rugs, some toys, and yeah, so basically whenever we get tired of our kids, we can just throw them in the playpen and lock them in there up until we're ready to get them back out. But I also think this is just a great way to have your house a little bit more organized, so that way your children's room can just specifically be the room in which your child sleeps, get ready, and all that extra stuff, and not a room/playroom, because then it just starts to look all cluttered and messy when you can create a playpen. And moving into our fourth fun find, so this one is actually base game relevant. As you see, I'm getting rid of all of my, you know, hot tub things or whatnot. So if you don't have like the spa day pack, I think is where your hot tubs come in at. So if you don't have that, this is base game friendly, so you can technically make a makeshift hot tub for your Sims. So it's going to look like a hot tub, but it's not actually going to be a hot tub. So what we're going to do is we're going to use that free pool tool, and I believe the hot tubs themselves are 6 squares, so that's the amount of squares we're going to take up here, and then we're just going to raise it up. So basically the pool is off like the ground, And then from there, you can go ahead and decorate it up how you'd like. And of course, add some stairs into it so that way your Sims are able to get into it. And yeah, you can make it as cute as you'd like. You can put one of those umbrella things back over it, like how I had the actual hot tub or whatnot. So you can really dress this up any way you want to. And honestly, I think it's kind of cute just having this little pool anyway. And I like the way the above ground pools look. So I may even redo my own pool and have it above ground rather than in the ground, because I actually like the way it looks. Now, while the functionality of the pool and the hot tub is going to be a little different, I think we're just going for the aesthetic here, right? All right. I think that's what we're getting from this. Now moving into the fifth fun find. So we are going to be making a fish wall or an aquarium wall. So essentially what we're going to do is we're going to make this little skinny wall. It really only has to be 3 boxes long, no more than 1 box wide. And we are going to go ahead and do the background as a nice blue color like you would see in aquariums. And once we've done that, you're going to want to find a nice window of your choosing. Obviously, we don't want a super small window because we do want this to be like a main kind of piece to the house. So we put in a decent sized window, and of course we want to make sure that that portion of the wall that we just put in looks like the rest of the house. And now we're going to go ahead and add in our fishies. And what you're going to do is you're just going to grab multiple different aquariums, size them down. If you don't know how to size them down, you're just going to hit the, I believe it's Control Shift, and then the left bracket to size down, right bracket to size it up. But as you can see, the aquarium shrinks, but the items in the aquarium still remain the same within like the picture of the wall, if that makes sense. So we're just going to like basically stack all of those things around to give it a good full look. That way it looks like the whole thing is an aquarium versus just little parts of this wall being an aquarium. And so after you size them down, you can go in and put in, you know, different little things to hide the aquariums at the bottom. I didn't do that. I chose the lazy approach. I just moved the window up so you wouldn't be seeing the aquariums in the bottom. Of course, you can always go in and hide it at the bottom so that way you don't have to move the window up. I just didn't care that much, and I thought the window was low anyway, so it didn't really matter to me, but it's always up to you. So once you've added all of your aquariums and decorated to your liking, we're going to go in and just fully stock all of the aquariums with fish. So that means you're going to click each one of the aquariums and fully stock them with fish. So that way it fills up the aquarium and just makes it look like there's fish all in the wall, like how we need it to. And now moving on to our 6th and final fun find of the video. So we all know, even if you give your Sims the loyalty trait, like they're still going to cheat. I don't know what it is about the Sims and them just being flirty with people other than their spouse or girlfriend or boyfriend, whatever the case may be. So to work around that, even though we thought the loyalty trait was the workaround, although it's not, it just makes them feel guilty about what they do instead of just not having them do it. I don't know, Sims World is so crazy to me. But anyhow, instead of us having to deal with all of that, we are going to create a flower arrangement in order to establish that loyalty in the relationship, so that way our spouses don't cheat. So obviously, since my Sim has never flower arranged nothing in her life, we're just gonna have to cheat a little bit. There's nothing, no harm, no foul in that. We're not cheating tremendously, right? Now, the arrangement is only good for 3 days after they smell the arrangement. However, if you continue putting out arrangements, they'll be loyal forever and you don't have to worry about it. And then we're just gonna go into build mode and then go into flower and outdoor activities. And I just put it somewhere in the master bedroom because nobody's going to be using this thing but me. And then you're just going to hit make arrangement, and you can make whatever arrangement your heart desires. It's all about what you choose to scent the arrangement with that has the desired effects that we're looking for. Just pick something and get to putting it together. And let me stipulate, this does not work if your Sims are not in a relationship. So if your Sims are not boyfriend, girlfriend, if they're not married, it's not going to work. So just make sure your Sims are in a relationship before you try making thousands of arrangements and you say it doesn't work. So once you create the arrangement, the other Sim smells it, you'll have 3 days from that point on, and you can tell when it's working because that relationship bar will be grayed out with everybody else except their spouse. Now, the most important part to this arrangement is scenting it with a tulip, which means we have to have tulips in our inventory in order to scent this flower arrangement. I went out making the mistake of looking around for tulips in the middle of summer and so happened to catch this young lady dying. Apparently she was cooking on the grill. I don't really know what was happening, but I couldn't come save her. I'm sorry. This is why teens shouldn't cook. Anywho, moving on. So like I was saying, it didn't dawn on me that I was looking for tulips in the middle of summer, knowing good and well that tulips don't spawn until spring. So I did have to go manipulate the seasons to make sure that I could get some tulips in order to scent this flower arrangement. And y'all, just a side note, I've been playing this game for I don't know how long, and I've never seen my sim sit on the toilet with her baby in her arms, okay? Have y'all seen this before? I swear, every time I play this game, there's something new that happens with my Sims. I'm like, I have never seen this before. But anyway, we're going to head over to Henford on Begley, and we're going to go to one of these little garden shops, and we're going to buy some tulips from the garden shop in this little city square, or whatever you want to call it, so that we can go ahead and scent this arrangement and get the loyalty out of the love. And once we've gathered everything that we need for this arrangement, for the desired effects that we need to do, we're going to go ahead, head back home, and scent this bad boy with the tulip. And then, of course, there are other things you can scent your flower arrangements to get other desired effects from it. But just to show you guys that this is something cool that you can do, and you don't necessarily have to cheat or use some sort of magic spell or something. It's really just a flower arrangement. And then it starts glowing, so you know that it's scented. And I go ahead and take him out of work because I'm like, I need you to come smell these flowers real fast, buddy. And I leave them downstairs on the kitchen table so that it's real accessible, real, you know, nothing suspicious here going on, you know. All right, well, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys did, please leave me a like, comment, and subscribe, as once again I do try to post as often as I can. I hope you guys have a great evening, and I hope to see you guys back for another video.